guys, welcome back to another video, part 2 of Doki Literature Club Plus. Hey. I'm about to spit on this rhyme. You already know that I'm so sublime. Not sublime like I'm a lemon into the sea. I'm trailing a crip like the beat. Ooh. Hey. Let me stop. Let me not get too hype in the home screen. You already know who my babies were. My babies were Natsuki and Sayori. You already know who it was. I don't know about these other females, but these are my two babies right here. My two babies. Now let's go. Alright. Back to where we started. You can use the skip button to fast forward through your text you've already read. Alright. Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does it matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. I would never get into anything because it's a manga. I feel bad for everyone that's impressionable. Ha! Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest into baking. Still, of all of the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh, she is really close. Yikes. We read it for a few more minutes, and I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince my friends to pick up a new series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not it. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Like I could never get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being like, yeah, you still haven't grown out of those yet. Maybe you want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate toward the losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it out in my own room. I don't even know why my dad would even if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Let me lower the volume. The lower volume is mad loud. I don't even know how loud I am. At least I keep it safe in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, right? Didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like they'll solve any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... Oh, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. I just finished the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. If she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can't understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki from who it's rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poem? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time, though you do look pretty cozy over there, ha. Natsuki still know how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself to a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb! Just take it home with you! Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. I don't blame you, Trash Can. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish the one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bad, I'll kill you. Sorry guys, my recording went out for a second. My camera, I don't know why, what happened, but like it just completely. Alright, back to where we started. By tomorrow, I only got partway through the volume. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this, but I suppose that's necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pulls out their poems. Sayori's in one wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bag. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Sayori. I'm looking more and more comfortable with Sayori for she's my good friend after all. This is a good poem, Plague. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I kind of a guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it so seriously. I wish you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just what you wrote. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Trash can? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. You know what I'm saying? I don't break my promise. A man is a man without his word. A man is without a word without a word. Yeah. I know you understood that. You watching. I know you understood that. Don't give me that look. If you're still watching, I know you understood that. Alright, continue. See? It's like I said before, Plague. Deep down, you're not as selfish as you'll know. Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? This will be my way of thanking you. Oh, and I'm gonna hold you off that tonight. Yay! Now then, you'll read my poem too first, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning to make me feel like you miss me, missing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above the sky. I can't read. Yes, bro, I can't read. Let's take a moment and realize what I just tried to read. I read on the first grade level, guys. I read on the first grade level. And I'm sad about it. Now let me talk about it. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Missing my forehead to help me out of bed. Oh, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I would sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I think this is about my boy here, Plague. I think this poem, not to be narcissistic, but everything's about Plague. Come on now. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit. Say yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds like just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. I look at a girl like this. A girl who can eat. Como se dice? Bonita. Belle. Not feo. A girl who's just herself, who's just outgoing, whose personality is extravagant. I don't know, that's the best way to describe it. Those are the type of girls for me. Who aren't judgy, who are just themselves. Even though you were late to school, it's bad, just get breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem next to? Musky. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. And then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I could be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you wanted to ruin it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki retorts, gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, dude. I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're gonna all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure it out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. This is absolute garbage. If this was my daughter in school and the teacher called me up saying, hey, yo, we had your daughter write a poem for a class discussion and she wrote this. And she's in middle school or / high school and she's writing this. You're not my daughter. You're getting kicked out of the house. Try fitting for yourself in the streets, because last time I checked, you're not writing like this. You are in a literature club writing like this, and you're in a literature club. I'm about to die. I would pass out. That's an embarrassment to my name. An embarrassment. You're getting kicked out. Kicked out. Just like how I kicked Grass out. No, when I was with his mom. We're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of points for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like getting this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things, but it really is disheartening. So I just have to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I said it for a rhyme at the end, but then made it to fall flat on purpose. Bro, she is so brain dead. God, she is brain dead. Oh, wow. I don't like stupid girls. Yeah, you lost. I don't do stupid girls, man. Like, I really don't. You're stupid. Wow. Wow. Oh, you're stupid. But let's continue. You're stupid. How dumb could you be? How dumb? This has to be Grass' long lost sister. It has to be. It has to be Grass's long lost sister. I'm telling you. There's no other way to explain this. Oh, Walmart's sister. This has to be Walmart's sister. Walmart's definitely. It helps out bring up the. Oh, that's an inside joke, by the way. Anybody who's new to the channel, when I make jokes about Grass or Walmart, those are all people part of my Discord. If you want to check it out, I will leave a link to my Discord in the description box, if I remember. Whoever is new. It helps out bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more I went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Okay, Joshua. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. It's had humor with the last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem next to? Monica. She's probably not gonna like it. I don't care. Hi, Plagued. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Are you okay? Like, you're crazy? I'm new here. Why would I say anything's wrong with the place? I'm just better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with? Want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Plague. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's a sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Plagued. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It's gonna make me think of something Natsuki would write. She disrespected me. What do you mean this is something Natsuki would write? What do you mean this is something Natsuki would write? Are you crazy? You think that idiot would write something like my poem? My poem is Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't care. Wouldn't write something as good like that. Okay? What's a good literature writer? Damn. Skip that. Bro, I don't care. I don't care. She disrespected me. Makes me think of something that's a good write. And she's a good writer too. So it takes that as a compliment. Ha 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 ha. If you say so. Yup. There's a lot of poems or stories out there that are more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long, and they might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, they can spread views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could be a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love seeing you try new things. That's the best way for the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I'm always to feel. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read. A hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See in the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It was too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. This made no sense. It's about you looking into a hole. Spike up true, they know your neighbor and angry boyfriend. I'll never know. So you're saying the hole was caused by someone, but why would it be caused by a noisy neighbor? How? But you weren't home. That makes no sense. I don't know. So what do you think? It's very freeform. Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really that person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When formed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put this. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about these stuff like that because it's kind of coming at us strongly. But maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just be a big, dark puddle of ink. So you just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. What? That advice was absolute common sense. Like, even me, the greatest writer of all time, would have known that. Come on now. Who should I show my poem next to? Yuri, the only last person. I don't like you. Sayori? Where are you, Sayori? I want you, Sayori. That's what I want. Yuri stares at my poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Wait, how did I give, what voice did I give her? What voice did I give her? I forgot to speak. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri bathes her face in her hand. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. You might have to take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and have been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think most notable thing I recognize as new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit to the two together. The end result is that both the styles and impressiveness are weakened. Once she refines her train of thought, it's as her demeanor totally changes. Her standpoint is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's something you can't be blamed for. There are so many different scales and texts that go into her writing, even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes from practice and learning about examples and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apology to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if there are an opportunity for her. Okay, trash can? Which itself is kind of funny. That's right, this is supposed to be a literature club. Jeez. Alright, let's read this. I'll read it like as if I was the font itself. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstand the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. I comb, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. This is like a poem that tries too hard to be a poem, or tried too hard to be deep. You know how when sometimes you try to be too deep and it just don't make no sense? That is this. Garbage. Absolute garbage. Rubbish. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like your poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. That was not easy to digest, trash can. That was just nonsense. Imagine eating a pizza with just a whole bunch of stuff, stupid stuff on there. Like, that was your poem. A bunch of pizza. I said a pizza with just a lot of things just thrown on that pizza. That's not good. It's not healthy. It doesn't taste good. It does not taste good. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't being about a ghost at all. Plague. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences into their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. And in this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost, lingering her past, remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. You just sound too... I don't like you, bro. I automatically don't like you, bro. I don't like you, bro. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Don't count on me. Don't count on me, trash can. Phew. I guess that's everything. A glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sorority and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They are generally exchanging sheets of paper showing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows frown in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly not about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Like, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayari liked it, and Plague did too. So based on that, I'd like to give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I came across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Plague liked my poem too, you know. Even he told me it was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just Plague appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How did you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would definitely go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Plague started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Plague. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. She could get over herself and let you appreciate the simple writing is more effective. Then it wouldn't be happening in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Plague. Wait, there is a reason we have so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings, meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Plague? Well, How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Not like I know anything about writing, but when I agree with, they're probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be. I don't like that lipto. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turned to Yuri. But Yuri's person is so different that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Plagued. Well, that's her problem. This is about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, let's Sayori wants to tell you what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes you. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because you give them so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri, your poems are amazing. They paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a bang of pressure on her face and starts at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that kind of embarrassing me. Ha ha ha. It's not like I could blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't it? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really something that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she said. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. You're wilding. I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. Okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was fun. Well, I would say it's worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Plagued. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. But then you luck, that means I can at least do better impressing those who I want to impress. I honor myself with a newfound determination. Great! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Jerry beams at me. Surely it has been a while since Jerry and I spent the time together. Can't really say that I'm enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Yeah, what do you mean? You know, between you and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew, you know, Plague? It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Siri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone's nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds here. I pass her on the shoulders. I said the more myself than her. It's easy to use her as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. Alright, should I write a poem on how I personally feel? None of these words describe how I feel. I think. Peaceful. None of these words feel how I feel. I would say lucky, I guess. I don't know. Nature. Twirl feather, hope is grief, hopeless. Oh, incapable, flying, dream, sunset, crimson, I guess. Candy, after image. Unstable, childhood. Broken, meteor, prayer, infinite, sadness, game, sugar, incongruent, melody, wrath, fluffy, doki, climax, and grace. Rose, pleasure, captive, vivacious. What these days? I don't know. Entropy. I don't know what that means. Entropy. I don't know. Time. Promise. Suicide. Why is that? Journey and sensation. Waterfall. I don't know. I just picked whatever that. I just picked. Another pass and it's time for the club meeting already. I'm running a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Plagued. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being here at the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things that get with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sari? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sarah nervously receives her coin first. She foams with the latch and it gets open. Then it turns upside down and lets the contents spill into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ha! I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought the snack before you come into the classroom. Say you're not hungry and wanted to choose to take a walk, or you plan to completely forget that you spent all your money so that I could lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening. Her face in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Plague to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little son like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Yikes, don't you think that's kind of hardcore? You're enough retribution, jeez, bro, that's kind of tough. I don't think that's necessary. Jesus Christ. Wow. Alright guys, we'll end the recording there. I've been recording for a very, very long time. I just want to knock these parts in big chunks for people who want to don't have anything to do during the summer break. Spend some time watching my videos. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and see you later. Trash can!